All right, let's jump right into a frustration I know pretty much all of us have experienced at some point. You lace up your sneakers, head out the door, and you walk and kind of just keep walking. And yet, absolutely nothing happens. You're putting in the time, just aimlessly strolling around, and you're left wondering why the heck the scale refuses to budge. Well, welcome to this explainer, because today we're going to completely dismantle that frustration and look at the actual hard science of walking for weight loss.
So I want to ask you directly, right out of the gate, do you actually know the exact number of steps required to burn off a single pound of body fat? I mean, we hear so many numbers thrown around online, right? Is it 10,000 steps? We've all heard that famous milestone, but is that really the magic number to drop a pound of fat?
Or maybe that's not quite enough. Could the real number actually be 15,000 steps? The reality is, most people are completely in the dark here. They're just kind of guessing, hoping that if they move enough, eventually something's going to happen. But, hope is not a strategy.
So it's time to stop guessing. In this explainer, we're laying out the definitive mathematical formula to actually walk the weight off. No fluff, no fads. We are focusing purely on the heart numbers from our source material that, if you follow them, will literally change your body.
Okay, section 1, the golden math formula. Because hey, the numbers don't lie.
Understanding this underlying math is absolutely crucial. It's the foundation for getting real, measurable results. So, here is the golden baseline you need to memorize right now. 2,000 steps equals roughly 1 mile of distance. And that 1 mile of walking, it burns about 100 calories. So, 2,000 steps, 1 mile, 100 calories. Once you've got that simple equation locked in, you can completely reverse engineer your weight loss. Which brings us to this big, kind of intimidating number, 3,500. The data shows that to lose just 1 single pound of body fat, you need to burn approximately 3,500 calories. Now, when you look at that as just a raw number, it sounds like this massive, overwhelming mountain to climb, doesn't it? But watch what happens when we break it down using that golden rule we just talked about.
Check out this step-by-step daily math. Step 1. If you walk 10,000 steps a day, based on our formula, you're burning an extra 500 calories every single day. Step 2. You just do this for 7 days straight. 500 calories times 7 days equals exactly 3,500 calories. And step 3, you get to celebrate 1 pound of pure fat completely gone. And the crazy part? You did it entirely by walking. You didn't even have to look at a treadmill or step foot in a gym. It's pure, irrefutable math.
Moving on to section 2, why speed actually matters. Because not all steps are created equal.
So there is a massive caveat to our math here. Walking 10,000 steps the wrong way? It's honestly just a waste of time if your main goal is fat loss. Your heart rate actually has to go up to trigger it. Look at this. Anything less than 70 steps per minute is strictly a recovery pace. But check out that second bar. That is the expert-recommended sweet spot. To truly trigger weight loss, you've got to hit between 91 and 100 steps per minute.
Let's contrast what these two paces actually look like in the real world. On the left, we've got the window shopping pace. You're strolling through the mall, just taking your sweet time. Now, don't get me wrong, this is fantastic for your mental health, but it is definitely not going to melt belly fat. But look at the right side. This is the late for a meeting pace. This is where you tighten your core, you pull your shoulders back, and you walk with genuine purpose. That right there, that is what triggers the physical changes you're looking for.
To define this fat-burning sweet spot clearly, think of it as a brisk pace where you can talk, but you really strictly don't want to. Like, if you can easily have a long, casual conversation on the phone while you're walking, you simply aren't moving fast enough. Your body needs to feel that mild, sustained exertion to make the math work.
All right, section 3, hacking your routines. Because those little micro walks, they add up fast.
Now, I know exactly what you're probably thinking right now. I just don't have a solid, uninterrupted hour in my day to get 10,000 steps. Well, the good news is you don't need one. You just need to hack your day with these little micro-walk cheat codes. First up, stop taking the elevator. Take the stairs whenever humanly possible. Second, when you go to the grocery store, park your car at the absolute furthest spot in the lot. And third, this is a real game changer, take a brisk 10-minute walk right after lunch. Not only does it get your steps in, but it actually naturally lowers your blood sugar after a meal.
The really crucial point here is that these little hacks don't just disappear into the ether, they compound. Over the course of a single month, hitting that daily goal adds up to a staggering 140,000 steps. That is the volume required to easily drop those 2 pounds of fat. And you get there just by accumulating small moments throughout your day instead of trying to rely on one crazy, agonizing workout once a week that you absolutely dread doing anyway.
Which perfectly echoes this overarching truth from our source material. Consistency beats intensity. It is so much more effective to show up every single day and do the moderate work than it is to completely exhaust yourself for 2 hours on a Saturday and then, sit on the couch for the rest of the week. Steady, daily effort mathematically guarantees results.
So, to tie all of this together, here is your final daily prescription based strictly on the math. Number 1, aim for that 10,000 step mark. Number 2, keep your walking pace above 90 steps per minute so you actually stay in that fat-burning sweet spot. And number 3, do it every single day. As the source material reminds us, the math absolutely does not lie. If you put in the steps, the results will 100% follow.
So I'm going to leave you with this final pivotal question as you think about your own health and fitness goals. You have the blueprint now. You know the exact numbers. So go put your shoes on, step out that door. Are you starting tomorrow or are you starting today?